Child influencers are the child stars of the future. So by now it's safe to say that Hollywood doesn't actually treat child stars very well. And recently we have all been reminded of this when Ned's declassified child star actor had been discovered to be living homeless and suffering from major mental health issues. And while it's really terrible that this has happened to so many child stars, what is good is that people are finally starting to recognize just how much of a widespread problem this is and how mistreated child actors actually are. This is Baby Gronk, the prepubescent child who got really popular on social media because he supposedly is one of the top prospects for college football. And yet primarily when we see him getting photo ops on social media, it's not with college football stars, it's not with college football coaches. Seemingly, it seems to be almost exclusively female college athletes and female sports commentators. And while I'm tired of seeing this kid, I personally have no ill will towards him because I know it's not his fault. That's why when he recently collaborated with LSU tennis star Florentine Deckers, I left this comment. Pause to read if you'd like. What we're seeing with Baby Gronk is no different than what we've seen with child actors and child stars before him. After leaving this comment and calling out the obvious, his dad blocked me from social media. Not Baby Gronk himself, his dad. It literally says it at the top of his social media pages. Ran by parent. This is no different than the exploitative parents who have used child stars in the past, except now it's on social media. And even if Baby Gronk himself is enjoying it somewhat right now, it's eventually gonna come back to bite him when he's older. Again, we've seen it before many times. And you don't have to take my word for it. Lacey Brown already called his dad out for this years ago.
What I thought was going to be a kid-friendly collab turned into something disturbing. So after countless DMs and during my NFL stadium tour, I was at the Cowboys stadium, so I agreed to collab with Baby Gronk. And his dad suggested I interview his son. And no, this wasn't an Aiden Diggs interview, you know, where the kid has a voice.
You know about my uncle, he's really good, he's famous.
Baby Gronk was told every second what to say by his dad. So did his dad force him to say this too?
What are you gonna do, you know, to stay sharp and keep your skills up if you're actually not gonna go through with middle school and high school?
I'm gonna get body massages by baddies.
And this is where it gets disturbing. So I was throwing the football to Baby Gronk when his dad told me to take off my jacket and said stuff like, it'll get more views.
Now you can look up the rest of the video for yourself, but you kind of get the point. And it's not like we don't have alternatives to Baby Gronk that actually show a healthy relationship between a parent and their up-and-coming child athlete who will likely go to college on scholarship. Take McKinley Cova, for instance. The young high school wrestler who went viral for this diabolical submission and pose. Like I swear I've seen this in an episode of Looney Tunes. And while McKinley Cova has gained a massive following on social media, I want to draw attention to this name right here, Adventures in Covaland, because that's the social media handle for her mom. This woman is very involved with her children's athletic careers and lifestyles, and she is a very accomplished athlete in her own right. Look, I gotta admit, I'm not sold on Baby Gronk actually doing anything in college sports, but I very much look forward to what her children manage to accomplish. Side note, LSU, bring back the wrestling team! Because right now, we just have a wrestling club that's not actually affiliated with the university itself. And fun fact, I actually train with the LSU wrestling team now. Because the university isn't supporting them, they work out at UFC Gym on Sherwood Forest in Baton Rouge, where I train. Bring back the wrestling team and get this girl a scholarship, goddammit! But in the end, we really need to be careful about what's going on with social media and a lot of these child influencers. And to athletes and influencers like Livy Dunn, who have already been collaborating with Baby Gronk, I'm not making this video to shame you for doing this. This is all new territory, and there's no way you could have known what was actually going on until after the fact. And I'm pretty sure at this point there's some kind of NDA involved. But most importantly, by the time it's all said and done, expect Baby Gronk to crash and burn when he's older and becomes an adult. especially if universities just leave him hanging and don't come calling. At which point, he's gonna need all the support and help he can get. And to baby Gronk, if you get wind of this, my advice to you is file for emancipation. Your brand is big enough to where you can live on your own if possible. Or just wait until you're 18 and find a good lawyer, because I'm pretty sure your dad's gonna try to keep a lot of your money and assets.